Okay, funny story. My wife was listening to my podcast the other day. Yes, she does that. And she said, "What's this thing called Whatnot you keep talking about on your podcast? Are you shopping without me?" Yes, I am. I'm cheating on you. It's called Whatnot. It's live shopping with chat, and it's a lot of fun. Look, I coach a lot of people online. I coach people to make money online. Most don't know how to do it. And I have been telling a few lately to go to Whatnot, see what they're doing, and give it a try. If you're a Whatnot seller, you really shine, and your people find you. And that's a big deal because if you're selling online, they need to find you for you to make money, right? And then they become repeat customers because they see your face, not just your logo. Whatnot is the largest dedicated live shopping platform, whether it's beauty, it's collectibles, electronics, luxury, fashion, even cookies. Yep, cookies. Sellers are building real thriving businesses. Anyone can do it too. Some people on Whatnot are selling, get this, 10 times as much as they do on other major marketplaces. And you don't know this, but Whatnot buyers spend more than an hour on the app every day. They're not browsing. That's why they call them buyers. They're buying your stuff. So here's how it works. You go live, you showcase your products, and you earn real income. Search Whatnot, Whatnot, in the App Store, download, and you can start selling right away. So I've been talking about the glasses I ordered from Zenni Optical, my sponsor. Now, I've never ordered glasses online before. I didn't trust it, to be honest. But mine had a scratch, and Zenni was my sponsor, so I kind of sort of had to do it, right? I mean, I can't tell you about it if I haven't done it. So my previous thinking was, prices are too cheap. These can't be good. I'm not going to like them. I'm picky. I take that back. Mine costs about $70, and I can't tell the difference from the $500 pair I purchased 2 months ago. By the way, my wife likes them too. She said they look good on your face, and I want some too. And at about $70 or less, I can buy them. I am surprised, and I'm a customer. Zenni Optical has prescription glasses, sunglasses, blue light lenses, all starting at under $30. Go to Zenni.com, pick a frame, upload your prescription. They'll ship it to your door. No appointment, no store, no upsell at the counter. And Zenni has that virtual try-on, so you can see exactly how the frames look on your face, and that is very cool and confidence building. If your glasses are overdue for a refresh, now it's time. Go to Zenni.com/podcast and use the code podcast15 for 15% off your first order. The styles sell out pretty quick, so don't sit on this. Go to Zenni.com/podcast, promo code podcast15.
This is the Daily Boost Podcast with Scott Smith.
Yes, it is. How are you? Come on in here. And yes, it is me living up to my renegade reputation. I'm sorry. God made me this way. My daughter gets so mad at me. She says, "Dad, God didn't make you into..." That's really? It's not what I heard. You know what he got into. He made me this way, right? He made me nice. He made me a little bit unconventional. Hey, you know what he got into? Anyway. Right? Isn't that the way it's supposed to work? Anyway, good to have you. Thanks for stopping by today. I just got off an inner circle call. I'm feeling a little feisty, a little truthful today. I'm always... Okay, that sets it up like I lie. I don't lie, but oftentimes I try to make it sound better than it is. I'm an upbeat, positive guy. I'm like, man, let's get out there and go. No matter what gets in our way, let's go make it happen. I'm like that. But man, it's a short, very short trip to unicorn and rainbows. It really is. And I love unicorn and rainbows. I really, really do. I love a rainbow when I see it. I haven't seen a unicorn yet. I'm still waiting for it. But sometimes I get real, I get practical. And a lot of people can't take this kind of, if you will, motivation. This is grown-up freaking motivation. This is it. When you finally want to look at the world for exactly what it is, good, bad, whatever it is, and you go, okay, let's just make the best of it. God, it's amazing what you can do. If you don't like what you see and you get fired up so much and you go fix it, what a great day that is. If you like what you see and you go jump on top of that pony and ride it, even better. So I think some real truth today, because typically when I do my inner circle calls, this is what we do. We just have real conversations. It's as if you and I are, we've had a beer or two and we're at a sports bar and you've been there for, 45 minutes or so. How many beers can you have in an hour? Let me think here. It's one per hour. We got to stay a little longer now. Glass of water, then continue. And we start to get a real conversation, and a conversation about, the real world, not the world we all wish it could be. I got news for you. It is the world you could wish it could be as soon as you recognize it actually is just what it is. So we get talking about this stuff. And things like, I was talking about my niece and how she gets upset with the world about AI. She loves AI, loves it to death, but she hates data centers. And she has all the reasons you would expect for her to hate data centers. It's all over the news right now. I got it. And I'm with you on that. If that's how you believe, listen, you're not going to get rid of a data center. You're just not. They're going to come because you like AI and because you're investing in it and you're making money and everybody's making money. The AI centers are coming. Do we have to put some rules around it? Yes, we do. Absolutely. We like clean air. We like clean water. We like all that stuff. So I'm on your side. But I'm also a realist and going, yeah, but if y'all want it, it's coming. As long as you keep paying that bill, they're going to build them. That's just being real, right? So I actually said this to her. I said, are you invested in the stock market? And she said, yeah. I said, do you buy index funds? Oh, yeah, those have been great for us. We love those. It's so easy. It's like, man, I'm making money out of those things. I said, have you heard about the Magnificent Seven? Uncle Scott, I didn't know I was getting stock tips from you today. What is the Magnificent Seven? I don't think we have that. I said, sure you do. That's like the top 7 tech companies right? Yeah, that's what it is. And, I don't buy tech. I said, yes, you do. You got it right now. You were profiting off the very thing you hate. Oh, okay. So what are you going to do? She says, well, I got to take care of my family. I need retirement. I said, that's cool. But just be honest about it. That's fine. See, to me, that's the best kind of motivation in the world. And it's when you actually look at it for things exactly as they are. Some people don't like what I say sometimes because I cut a little too sharp, too close to the bone, as I say. And to me, I know that, okay, if I did that, what I've done is I finally got your attention a little bit. It's not traditional motivation. It's grown-up motivation. It's grown-up personal growth. And let me tell you something. If you want to grow into something that you have a plan of doing, some person you want to be eventually, whoever you want to be in 10 years, here's a rule that I have. It's simple. If I will be as good in 10 years as I am at something today, I don't want to do it. In 10 years, I want to be better than I am today. And that's going to take a lot of work and going after it. That means I'm going to have to change because the person that I am today can't do whatever I want to do in 10 years. He doesn't know how to. It's that far away. If the person you are today can do exactly what you're doing today in 10 years, then okay, that's fine. I'm cool with that. Do what you want to do, but don't hold it against anybody else for going after it. But if you're here today and you're a grown up and you actually want to look at the writing on the wall and say, hey, let's be real about this thing. Let's do some personal growth that's grown up oriented. Let's look at everything for the honest truth that it is and figure out how to deal with it. A lot of stuff I teach, I taught yesterday, The Loving Cage. If you didn't listen to that program, if that didn't get your attention, I don't know what to tell you. That's high-level psychological thinking. It's very rarely taught anywhere. I'm one of the few people who teaches that. Once you get that one down, you change how you see the world. I know. It changed me and it changed everybody I'm working with right now. Let's go through a couple of rules I think that you have to do. These are the things that I noted from our call today. You hear me talking about following your passion a lot, and you hear people say this all the time. Follow your passion and the money will arrive. It will. It really, truly will. It's just going to take longer than you think. It's going to be harder than you think. It really is. You're going to be happy along the way. That's the thing about doing something you love to do. It doesn't really matter how hard it is. Timing will come. Things will happen. It doesn't matter. If you love what you do, you'll figure it out. That's all there is to it. But the money's not going to come unless you actually want the money to come from it. Most people won't tell you that. Follow your passion, the money will arrive. No, you've got to have a plan to have the money arrive from the passion. Jump in and, by God's sake, do what you love to do. But understand that it has to be in a way you're going to get the money, and hold to your values, hold to your beliefs. Make sure you get that right. You'll be so happy if you start heading down that road. Quick, easy, make you rich tomorrow? Nah, probably not. You'll be happy, though. Nothing will happen until you move from daydreaming into action. We see this all the time. AI has caused a big issue with this. Even really smart people are having really big conversations with AI right now. And I'm okay with that. I've done the same thing. But it's not going to help you. It's not going to make a decision for you. It has such a bias that, I'm feeling like you have the right answer. It's, he's feeling good. And it gives you something else, right? And essentially typing into AI is just really, when you think about it, it's just daydreaming. It's actionable. Your fingers are moving. That's about it. And it's good. I'm totally for it. I like it. It's a great way to hash things out, but it's not a therapist. It doesn't work with the human discernment that I can give you. It's not a chief decision maker. It just helps you get there. But until you convert all the AI typing into actual actions, it's not going to do anything for you. I was on a call with a client the other day talking about sleep issues, something we do. And he said, my biggest issue is sleep. But I hear you talking about that Helix sleep on your podcast. To be honest with me, do you think it will help me? I get he's saying be honest, right? But Helix is my sponsor. But yes, I sleep on their mattress. And while it may not be obvious, I said I sleep on their mattress. I didn't sleep on the old one that I had. I said, buy Helix. Give it a try. They have a 120-night sleep trial and limited lifetime warranty. You have nothing to lose. Remember those days you used to go to the mattress store and buy from the mattress guy and hope and pray that it worked? And the pain was real. If you didn't get it right, your bank account and your back hurt for the next 10 years. We don't do that anymore. Look, Helix has a website. Check it out. They'll tell you everything that I can't tell you right now. I know because I went there to get my Helix mattress. They've got that warranty. Helix delivers your mattress right to your door with free shipping in the U.S. And before you know it, you're snoring, sleeping like a baby, not a husband. Listen, this is my second Helix mattress. I won't tell you what brand I got rid of because I got another Helix. You're going to like it. Go to helixsleep.com/dailyboost for 27% off site-wide exclusively for listeners of the Daily Boost. That's helixsleep.com/dailyboost for 27% off site-wide exclusively for you. helixsleep.com/dailyboost. The road that you're on right now is going to be kind of rough. Have you noticed? It's going to smooth out too, and then it's going to be rough again. Have you figured that out yet? When you're in the valley looking up, the peaks of the mountain look great till you climb all the way up the mountain to 15,000 feet and you go, man, I can't breathe. This sucks. And it's cold. And the valley looks green and pretty. Let's get back down there. That's my whole metaphor of life. Well, the other one is this. The sun rises, the sun sets. What the crap? How'd that happen? I don't even know. Comes up in the east, sets in the west. Yeah, theoretically, I know how it happens, but really, do I know how it happens? Yeah. I can get into the science and say, this is how it works. But beyond the science, do we really know? No. It's just cool. There are speed limits in life. Sometimes you move slowly. I like moving slowly. I like moving slowly when I get into something. Sometimes you move quickly. I like moving quickly when I get out of something. In other words, before you jump in with both feet, like, let's make sure this is good. And once you're stuck in some place that's, wish I hadn't done that, get out fast. Pay attention. The signs arrive in your life. It's very clear. You will see it. Some people call it a calling. They've been called to do something to move in a certain direction. Pay attention to that. Just listen to it. If you're so busy right now, and this is another thing that we talked about this morning, was that if you don't allow enough space, because the minute you break free and get some space in your life to kind of think, it's going to take you a couple months to kind of calm down enough to actually feel what's really going on. We joked today that, if you go to the doctor and the doctor does something and they say, well, we need to check up on you to see how you're doing. Metabolic disease, things like that. How long do they tell you to check back? Well, get the labs again in 3 months. They don't wait 6 or a year. They wait 3. That's what they do. I got to tell you, in life, it's kind of that way. Everything's about 3 months. Just notice it, seen it in my clients. It's just how it is. Yes, things happen faster. Some things take longer. But generally speaking, a month, 2 or 3, it starts to work. So sometimes paying attention to your life requires paying attention and relaxing for a couple of months, get some space, get some clarity, get that brain fog out of your head, and then go, oh, I hear something. I'll follow that voice. Do you get frustrated sometimes? It really is a constant companion. It's always going to be there, but excitement as well. I'm working on a book right now. It's amazing how I get frustrated on the book. We're about 34,000 words into it right now. It's still got a long way to go. I get frustrated because it's hard. It's like, what am I going to write? But if you've ever written a book before, what you'll know is that you'll get up in the morning and look at the page and have no idea what's going to be on that page. And 6 hours later, you've written a couple chapters. It's frustrating, but it's exciting. You have to have a big picture. We were talking about the big picture today, big ass goal, if you will. And we were chatting about that. And it kind of snuck up because one of my clients was he was hesitating. He was stalling. In his own words, he literally was reading back what was stopping him. And he was asking the questions, why do I hesitate? Why do I stall? And I said, you're scared, right? He said, yeah. I said, well, I know why you're scared because the big picture is bigger than you've ever seen before, and it scares you a little bit. And as we've said many times, if something scares you a little bit, you're probably on the right track. If you're going for something that's bigger than you've ever done before, leaving a job, starting a business, things like that I help people with all the time, you're probably on the right track. We also talked about some of the things I'm working on myself because it's an inner circle. So I actually get to, bat things around with them too. And I'm making a couple changes in how I approach my world, my business and everything else. I've kind of arrived where I was, done the show for 20 years, helped tens of thousands of people. Got to begin to, look for a little bit different way of doing things, a little different adventure for myself. And that's what happens. I'm not going to change anything, although I'll change everything probably. But what happens is once you arrive where you thought you were going to arrive, you're human. You're going to start looking for something else to do. You just are. You're going to say, okay, I need another adventure. You're going to get bored. That's humans. That's it. If not, you're ready to die. And sadly, I live in Florida. A lot of people retired to Florida. Oh, it's the greatest thing in the world. New adventure. Moving to Florida. And they're here 5 years and they die. Why? No new adventure. God's waiting room. They call it that for a reason. A lot to think about today, huh? I just, if I'm you, I'm listening back to this program because there's some real deep insight here. Just saying, not because I made it up myself. Most of this came from a conversation I had about it that we started at what time? We started 2 hours ago. It's real good stuff here. Listen, there's only one way to get in my inner circle. I mentioned it. Let me just full circle here. Only one way to get in it right now. The only way to get it is to be a client of mine. Private client. You get the best of both worlds. Not only do you get me twice a month, 4 times a month, whatever we work out, whatever you need, but then you get in the inner circle every single week. And I will tell you this, anybody who comes in the door and gets in the inner circle, they're like, I could care less about you, Scott. Give me the inner circle. That's it. It's so cool. So if you want to talk about that, if I resonate with you at all, if you think I can help you, send a note to coaching@motivationtomove.com. No promises on anything, but if it resonates, that's all I'm going to ask for. If you like the way I think, you probably need to put your personal information in front of me. Let's have a conversation and see how I think in that framing. I think I'll blow your mind in the best possible way. Be careful with that. All right. I'm out of here. You have a great day. I will see you tomorrow on the Daily Boost.